After an extraordinary week in international politics, let's go over to Trevor for the weekly World News Roundup. Extraordinary. It's one word, isn't it? It's been like a strange version of the human centipede, with Putin at the front, Trump in the middle, and Piers Morgan bringing up the rear. Every time he gets on Air Force One, it's like a diplomatic hurricane coming across the Atlantic. A hurricane with a superiority complex, unresolved daddy issues, and no previous hurricane experience. He just barges in, takes a slash over Theresa May, gives Vladimir Putin a soapy whilst doing a liquid over the Stars and Stripes. It's almost impressive. He goes and meets the ex-KGB president of Russia and slags off his own intelligence agencies, then tweets that he'd had a better meeting with the biggest threat to Western democracy than he did with America's closest allies. He said he saw no reason why Russia would be responsible for election meddling, and then the next day he said he meant to say he sees no reason why they wouldn't. Mild slip of the tongue. In other words, I just kind of winged it. Didn't really know what I was doing, really. I thought it would be like when I met with that fat Chinese kid last month. According to the US president, the president of Russia is to be believed over the press and US intelligence. Because, of course, the press and the FBI are the greatest threats to the US right now. You know why? Because they're the biggest threat to him. Because either one of them could bring him down. Putin's not a threat to Trump, because Putin wants him exactly where he is, doing exactly what he's doing, causing chaos with NATO, the G7 and the EU, whilst publicly and deliberately undermining America. His inauguration speech, it was all about protectionism, nationalism, America first, make America great again. It's all He spends most of his time attacking the key institutions that he swore an oath to protect. He calls black athletes unpatriotic and un-American for taking a knee. But this man, he's not a patriot. A peaceful protest is an attempt to change the country for the better. He doesn't want to do that. He's not asking what he can do for his country. He's asking what his country can do for him. His actions are the opposite of patriotism. Why is Trump so keen to make friends with Putin? Putin is what Trump wants to be. Putin's word cannot be questioned. Putin's opponents are routinely murdered, sometimes on a Thursday afternoon in the ZZs in Salisbury. He has total media control. If a journalist pisses Putin off, they disappear. Wouldn't that be nice? You protest against the government's record on human rights or gay rights, you go to prison. Trump would love that. He's envious. Control the media, silence the critics, and get rid of the protesters. And if he could get away with it, you know Trump would love to release a calendar full of pictures of him with his top off on a horse. But that's not going to happen, because narcissist that he is, even Trump knows that he has exceptionally awful. What's next? Interviewing who? Tim Farron, really? I might flirt with him. Always makes him feel queasy.
Seriously, I see any of this on YouTube, I can access your booking details. I know where you live, all right? And I will destroy you.